in our tradition, we say za srećna puta, which means for a good trip and safe trip. Cheers to that, and cheers to our first trip together. And DBS we charge us 6%. Actually, 2 to 3%. And this is see, and this is 0.4%. With dates inside that super tasty one. I don't know if you like it.
End of the street, right hand side.
Sorry. To our first lunch together. Meat. Is this for you or for... I think this is for Snail, right?
Do this, you know? And make it
Hey, look, hard. No, he's the guy.
No, no, es que me llego a quedar, me vas a matar.